Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show that has no intention at all of getting itself down anyone's chimney this year. Because trust me, no one wants it. That's right. Welcome to another episode of Dad's Turn to Talk. My name is Derek. I'll be your moderator for this evening. Now, like I said, you're not going to like us for getting down your chimney at all, but do like this show. Feel free to go ahead and do so. Go ahead and click the thumbs up right at the bottom there, and subscribe is right next door. Treat it like you would your holiday season with your neighbors. Get that Yuletime cheer in you, and go ahead and click both if you wouldn't mind. All right, as usual, we do timestamp the episode, so feel free to take a look at that once we are done with the live stream here. In addition, I think actually no, that does it for the do's and the don'ts of the show. So let's move on and let's talk about the fact that it is the holiday season. So hello to everybody in the chat. Hello, world on the internet. Hope you are having a wonderful, happy, safe holiday season, whatever you be celebrating. I am, of course, joined by hello, Meister. Thanks for joining, sir. Bob, let's go ahead and say hello to you. We are a two-man show this evening. We'll get into that in a minute. But how are you tonight, sir?
You know what? I'm doing good, man. It's good to be here. I am looking forward to talking about this one, Die Hard, and having a debate whether it is a Christmas movie or not. We do have our first Grinch in the chat tonight. Caveat, how are you doing tonight, man? It's always a pleasure to talk to you, man, and see you in the chat. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We've got some fun things planned. Like you said, it is a two-man show. We are down a dad tonight, but the good thing is that Josh did send some season's greetings our way, and I do want to go ahead and share those with everybody. And so, as you can see, he is with us in Christmas spirit tonight.
That's the Dad's Turn to Talk Christmas card.
Yeah. He looks an awful lot like Ralphie there, right?
He does, yeah. I mean, this is the face he gets every time he looks at fantasy football throughout the season here when he's not winning.
That's true. So, Josh, we're sorry you couldn't be with us tonight. We are going to miss you tonight, but he will be checking in with Josh a couple of times throughout the night. So,
very good.
That'll be a lot of fun. And Josh, let this be a lesson to you: do not miss the show because you are not here to defend yourself. So.
Yep. Very true. All right. So, for this evening, lots of fun to be had. We will be doing a little game later on where we're going to be taking a look at holiday favorites and playing a little bit of either or. More on that later. And we will be reviewing what is a Christmas movie. Caveat. Okay? More on that later. And that is one of the best Christmas movies of all time, and that is Die Hard. But that is for later on. In the meantime, Bob, what do you say we get to the news?
Let's do it.
All right, some interesting tidbits there. Always of interest with the box office business, which is going to be our first story for this evening. But we're taking a look at the box office for the weekend with Avatar, Fire and Ash. So let's start there and take a look at some money.
All right, let's go ahead and let me share my screen here. All right, can you see that?
Yep, there it is. Now we're coming back.
Okay, so Avatar, Fire and Ash lights up 345 million global opening from the international box office. This is an article over on Deadline. This actually came out a couple of days ago. I think that the actual estimates or the actual numbers have actually been revised up just a little bit. But from this initial story here, it says James Cameron's Avatar, Fire and Ash has fired up 345 million global opening. We'll look at Box Office Mojo here in just a bit to see what the current numbers are. But of that, 257 million is from the international box office. This is the second highest studio opening globally of the year, behind only Zootopia 2. The three Avatar films have now earned 5.6 billion to date. Now, it says both worldwide and international debuts are within the pre-weekend projections. As we've noted all along, the Navi typically take their time to leg out. So what we've noticed with these particular films is that they tend to have smaller opening weekends comparative to what their full box office gross is. So they end up getting a lot more uh, over the course of their theatrical run. So it says compared to The Way of Water, this go around has a shorter runway ahead of the Christmas and New Year's holidays. So it's actually released a little bit closer to Christmas and New Year's. Social scores are strong domestically and abroad, and there's much more play to come. Let's see. This Return to Pandora was the #1 Hollywood opener in all markets. This frame. Let's see. I was hoping this had the actual comparison to Way of Water, but it says in China, Avatar: Fire and Ash has grossed an estimated 57.6 million during its opening weekend, which is a pretty good weekend across Europe. Avatar and Fire and Ash amassed 109.4 million, so that's pretty good there. And then, of course, it goes into the top 5 markets that it had: China, France, Germany, Korea, and the UK. Now, this number is actually down from Way of Water, and let me see if I can pull that up here real quick.
Sure.
What that is in comparison. So The Way of Water domestic opening was 134 million. I believe the domestic opening for this one was 89 million. So it is down. But if you look at the Way of Water, it had a very large international gross compared to its domestic. So it finished at 2.3 billion worldwide. Here, let me actually pull this up a little bit so you guys can see these numbers here. Can you see those a little bit better?
Yeah, they're coming through a little bit more. A little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Let me blow it up just a little bit more.
Sure, yeah, maybe just a little bit more.
There you go. Is that better?
Yeah, that's coming through. Okay.
Okay. So you can see what its worldwide gross was and what its international numbers were compared to its domestic. So Way of Water really did well internationally. And so when we look at where Fire and Ash is at, as you can see right now, currently it's sitting at 102 domestic. That's with the Monday, and I'm not sure if that's including the Tuesday numbers as well. Probably not, because we're still on Tuesday, obviously. But it had a pretty large international gross, and right now it's sitting at just under 400 million worldwide. But again, these films do have some pretty good legs, so it remains to be seen how it's going to finish out. But as you can see, the opening is at 89 million domestically, as opposed to the other one, which I said was 134. So yeah, it's definitely a step down to comparative.
Okay.
But it's nothing to scoff at. We'll put it that way.
No, I was about to say 345 million is still incredibly big business, especially for where we are now in the theater business.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing, is that if we look at the box office all year long, they've been down minus just a few films here and there. We're talking Minecraft, Lilo and Stitch, Jurassic World, Zootopia 2. All of these have been down. You know, we actually talked to Wicked a few weeks ago, and I was looking at that. That hasn't even hit 500 million yet. So I don't think I don't think that's going to hit what the previous film did. So, and then got caveat. Just wanted to point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, we'll see about that.
Well, we'll definitely get to that here in a little bit. So, it made 345 million globally, and again, we already talked what the current numbers at. So, overall, it's doing well. I predicted about 1.5 billion is what I thought that this would hit. I don't think this is going to hit the 2 billion mark like the last one.
Oh no, not 2 billion. That's out of the question. But it will go over a billion. I think I said 1.3, 1.25, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's what you were your
somewhere around there. we were basically in the same ballpark, and it's looking like it's probably on track for that. I mean, I can't imagine anything doing 2 billion right now. It would have
No.
to be serious events in order for that to happen. And even if the most serious events right now, I think we've now proven that the pattern is showing downward in terms of heading to the theater. So
Right.
just by the nature of it, it's already got something up against it. So I mean, great weekend. Like you said, nothing to put your nose up at. They got a lot to be happy about if they're making that kind of money.
How do you think this is going to do over the Christmas holiday?
Christmas holiday. It will. You know what? It's probably going to do about as well as if it wasn't during the Christmas holiday. I think.
Okay.
I don't know if holiday season matters. But what I mean by that is don't get it twisted. It'll still make money. It'll hit over $1 billion. But if people are already feeling not that motivated to go to the theater, I don't know if a holiday season is going to give it a lot of gusto to get people up and out. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I could be dead wrong about that because it is cold. People are looking for things to do. It's a different environment. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference at all. What do you think?
Well, I do think that it'll probably be the number one film probably for the next few weeks.
Sure.
I don't see
Yes.
anything topping that. Now, what type of bump it gets from the holidays, I think I tend to agree with you. I think it's probably going to get about the same as what it would otherwise. I am curious to see what the final numbers will be, but my guess is it'll probably get what it would otherwise. Now, these films where they're going to make a lot of their money is with the 3D showings, the large screen format, IMAX,
Right.
XD, all of this stuff is where they're really going to make money because these films are made to be on large screen formats and have those gimmicks like with 3D. And so for that reason, they're going to make extra money just from having those particular formats.
True.
I don't think having 4 different Avengers trailers are going to bolster these films
That's
any.
not, no, that's okay.
Um,
Josh, wherever you are, you already watched the first trailer. How'd that go for you?
yeah, he
He
didn't
wasn't a
particularly
fan,
like that.
folks. Spoiler alert.
So
I didn't even watch that one yet. I only saw Josh's comment, and I'm like, okay, that's all I need to know.
yeah, it's like a minute long, and it just shows Steve Rogers there, and then they're supposed to show a new trailer with Avatar later this week, and then again, I think next week it's another one, and the week after that it's another one. So
Okay.
we'll see what all the final trailers are going to look like. My guess is that the first 3 are all going to be character centric, and then the last one will be more of a traditional teaser. But we'll see.
We'll definitely see. I'm wondering if they throw a Doctor Doom trailer in there, just because they can.
Hey there,
There's a little
beloved
reviews.
reviews. It's good to see you. We always enjoy having you in.
Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. I don't. Okay, we need to do a whole other subject on the Avengers movies, but I will say that it's looking more and more like my hunch is becoming right about that.
Yeah.
In that it's none of this is going to matter. But what I was saying is that if we get a Doctor Doom trailer just for the sake of it, I think that's where you're really going to see this be like,
Yeah.
that's I think going to be where rubber meets the road in terms of bad decisions. That's
Yeah.
me. That's me. Now Josh is just going to adore this no matter what. So he can have fun. He can have fun with that.
Yeah, he
But
was already talking it up to me earlier today. But yeah, I don't think those trailers are going to help this movie at all. I think this movie is going to make what it was going to make regardless. My guess is again 1.5 billion is what I'm thinking.
And it will be the number one movie because there's nothing else really going up against it except Zootopia, right?
Oh, hey, we got Anaconda coming out this week.
That's okay.
I kind of want to go see. I kind of want to go see that just because I think it's going to be so bad that it could be funny.
Well, that's obviously what they were going for, right?
Right.
But you got to be careful when you do that. When you try too hard to do that, it's just then bad.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the movie The Interview?
No, I didn't see that one.
With Seth Rogen and James Franco.
I know which one you're talking about, but I never saw it.
they tried too hard to make that look like that. It was a terrible, terrible movie. Awful. Which reminds me, now that we have a critic list account, I got to get on there and write about that. And thanks to the folks who set that up for us.
Oh yes, yes, yeah. They got we have our own group now over on Criticless, and we'll be posting whatever movies and or shows that we're going to be watching for the week. We'll make sure that we put that in there, so that way y'all in the chat can check that out ahead of time, and you can put your reviews down. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Yeah, so Avatar made a lot of money. Not as much as the last one, but let's see what its final number is going to be. I do think this hits about 1.5 billion.
Okay, it's probably going to be somewhere in that range. I'd say we're probably all pretty spot on with that.
Yep.
Anything else on this one, or shall we move on to the next?
No, let's go ahead and move on here. Let me go ahead and bring that up here.
Now, folks, just a heads up. We can't show this trailer because of copyright issues here. So hopefully you've had a chance to look at it, but we will be talking about it here. So that's what
I'm not even sure if people are getting hit with it or not. On copyright, but I just don't want to even risk it on this one.
Let's not mess with it.
Okay, but can you see the article?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is from Forbes. It says Christopher Nolan's Odyssey trailer earns 121.4 million views in first 24 hours, doubles the reviews from Oppenheimer. The trailer for Christopher Nolan's much hyped upcoming film, The Odyssey, was viewed more than 121.4 million times across various social media platforms in its first 24 hours, according to data shared with Forbes by entertainment data analytics firm Wave Metrics. And here some of the numbers on this. So the total more than doubles what Nolan's last film Oppenheimer was, which was 50 million views. So this is more than double of that. It says The Odyssey is Nolan's first trailer as an Oscar-winning director. So he's got that little bit of clout behind him now. Not that he really needed any clout.
No, he sure did.
I mean, he's already got it. The Odyssey was the 8th most viewed trailer this year in 24 hours, behind anticipated movies like The Devil Wears Prada, which earned more than 180 million views in the first 24 hours, and Disney remakes Moana and Lilo and Stitch. The Odyssey was the biggest movie trailer for Universal Pictures this year, ahead of box office hit Wicked for Good, which earned 113 million views in 24 hours. So, it did say that 27% of the trailer views came from TikTok, 26% from YouTube, 21% from Facebook, and so on and so forth. The film does open in theaters July 17th in 2026. The movie will screen in IMAX and IMAX 70 millimeter formats. Now, that's what's interesting. My understanding is this film was filmed exclusively with IMAX film. So it's going to definitely be made for those large screen formats. So that's definitely something to look forward to. But I saw this trailer and I got to admit, I was very impressed with it.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Christopher Nolan is one of these directors he's not going to disappoint you. He's not. He puts way too much, I think, expectation on himself to deliver something that is truly beautiful in terms of film. And he has such a great track record of doing that now. And this is certainly no exception to the rule based off what I just saw. So I would urge everybody to go out and take a look at this. Because, if it's a Christopher Nolan movie, there ain't going to be any CGI. What you see is what you get. So that's first to like. And second, an interesting cast also in this film. A lot of people I wasn't expecting. Like Tom Holland, huh? Okay. I mean, you picked him for a reason. I'll sign up for it. Yeah, so Jack Black fatigue can be real.
It'll be interesting to see what Anaconda does because, But this here looks good, though. This trailer looks pretty good. My understanding is they actually released the prologue with a certain movie. I don't remember which one it released with, but people were talking about it, saying how good the prologue looked. And just from this trailer, I was pretty impressed. It's got that kind of feel that you would expect from a Christopher Nolan film.
Sure.
He's got a very unique style. And I liked what I saw from this. And you mentioned the cast. Of course, Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, Tom Holland, John Bernthal is in this. I mean, gosh, this thing's loaded, but most of his movies are loaded with as far as their cast goes.
True. Yep. Very true. And he's certainly, again, he's following formula here that we've all come to know and love from Christopher Nolan. This is probably going to be the best movie of summer next year. I mean, I don't know what's coming out next summer. We'll get to that review next year, but right now, I'm thinking it's going to be some tough competition to go up against this.
The only thing I can think of that, well, that's coming off the top of my head is that you got Supergirl coming out in the summer, but I can't think of anything around July 4th or any of that because remember, Avengers got moved.
It did.
Now, what about Spider-Man? When is that supposed to come out?
That's
is that the following year?
That's a great question. I don't know. Let's see. New Spider-Man movie.
I got it right now. So
you got it? Okay.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
That's
it's supposed to release July 31st.
Oh, so it's going to come in just a couple weeks after this.
Yeah.
Well, the win for that one is that's probably a movie you can take kids to. This one, you're not going to be able to do that. But that didn't stop Oppenheimer either. So Christopher Nolan does a pretty good job making sure that he makes his movies events. That's the point. This certainly looks like one of them too. If you haven't watched this yet, folks, go out and watch. You're in for a treat. It looks really, really well done.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be historically accurate, but I mean, we're talking about a fantasy story anyway. So
you're going to the theater. You got to suspend disbelief, folks. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, come on, man. Just roll with it. Just roll with it. Go. You're trying to have a good time, right?
Absolutely.
There we are. Okay. Anything else on this one?
No, I think that's pretty much it about this one. I do think that, like you said, if you haven't seen the Odyssey trailer, go check it out because this, to me, looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with what I saw.
We'll put it to put it a different way as well. If you're a fan of Christopher Nolan movies, go check this out. You won't be disappointed. It looks very, very good so far.
It was better than the Avengers trailer. I'll tell you that.
Well, okay, but then again, that's not saying a whole lot at this juncture. You know what? You know what's sad is that they're going to come out with 3 more that are just like, dude, what?
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Exactly.
So, I mean, Josh keeps talking about how he's so excited that Chris Evans is coming back for Steve Rogers. Well, based off what he saw, how excited are you now?
Yeah. But I think part of that was because Josh was expecting like this full-blown teaser, and that's not what he got. I mean, he got literally just a few images of Steve Rogers. So,
yeah, good point. All right. Well, go watch this trailer instead, folks. I mean, you can watch the Avengers trailer if you want to, but I think you'll like the way you look after this one a little bit more. Is the point? All right. Well, you ready to move on to the next side of things?
Yeah. Though before we get into our little game that you were talking about, we actually are getting an update from Josh. Josh, how's it going right now?
Thank you for making me a part of this.
He has not said that to us once. Not one time. Dang it.
Well, actually, before go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like that little guy's getting abused like Josh would, and he says thank you.
That's true.
That's what we get.
Actually, no. Though I said we would get to the game, I forgot. We got another little something fun coming up here. Let's go ahead and jump into that here real quick.
He's been struck by lightning. How many times is it now, Reg?
66 times.
Oh my God. Still funny. Yes, folks, we've circled back to You Thought Your Day Was Bad. And this is a section where we take a look at misfortune of others. So, Bob,
yeah, let me go ahead. Let me pull this up here and then I'll share my screen. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, let me share my screen now.
Yep.
All right, you see that?
Yep, I see it.
All right, here we go.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
No.
Oh, hey, let's do it. Let's do it.
Actually, I don't think I'm going to do it.
No way.
We're not doing it.
See you,
We're not
mate.
doing it. Good luck,
See
man.
you, Mikey.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Up by yourself, brother.
Why do you think there's no one else on it? There's a good chance it's going to break.
Oh no.
I'm not doing it.
Now, those are some friends for you.
That was fantastic. I mean, obviously the best part is like the yelling gets louder as he goes down. That's the best part.
Yep. Hey, Irene, we see you in the chat there.
Yes, there's Irene.
But this seems like something that we would end up doing to Josh.
Absolutely. I would have zero problem doing this to Josh. And the best part with me videotaping when he screamed on the way down.
So that was another segment of You Thought Your Day Was Bad. Next week, we should be circling back around to the dad joke of the week. So.
Very good. All right. Okay, folks, let's play a game. Bob, if you would, please. That intro is like that Yule log thing that you can put on your TV. I would just sit and look
pretty
at
much.
that. Nice.
I thought
All
it was
right.
pretty cool.
That's very good. Very, very, very tasteful here on Dad's Turn to Talk.
Yeah, we don't get tasteful very often.
Not very often at all. No, we sure don't. But what we're going to do here, folks, is we're going to play a game. We're calling it Holiday Favorites. But what's going to happen here is I'm going to start off. We're going to do this with 2 rounds. Each round's going to be a little bit different. First round's just going to be about holiday stuff we get, done through the holiday stuff that we find throughout all the holiday season. The second one is going to be movies because let's face it, Bob loves movies and we love movies.
I mean, that's what we do here is that we review stuff.
So that's how we're going to do it. Now, then what's going to happen in each round is I'm going to start off with 2. And the one that wins, that we align on, that moves on to the next round. If Bob and I can't agree, chat, you're going to help us out. And we'll make sure that, you get your opinions in here too. So how does that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All right, let the games begin. Starting off with 2 choices for what we find during the holiday season. All right.
All right.
The 2 choices, hot chocolate or gingerbread?
I'm going to go with hot chocolate.
I would have to agree. I think there's very few things that can beat a really good cup of hot chocolate.
Especially when you got the hot chocolate with the marshmallows in it.
And the whipped cream.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Whipped cream and the marshmallows, please.
On a nice cold winter day, when you got some hot chocolate early in the morning, I mean, that's perfect.
Kate has set up, my missus has set up a whole hot chocolate bar in this house ever since the holiday season officially started. Kids can't get enough of it, but that doesn't mean I haven't. I mean, believe me, I've partaken. I'll leave it at that. Okay.
All right.
So hot chocolate wins. Nice call.
Yeah.
There
we go.
Yep. There we uh-oh. Okay. Meister disagrees. He says
that's fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay. I like the way you point that out, though. It's got to be the loaf. Okay.
That's fair.
Very cool. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I would agree with that. That if we're talking that, we're gonna talk. Yeah, a loaf.
Okay.
So.
Caveat coming in hot. All right. So now,
all right. So hot chocolate moves on to the next.
Chocolate moves on. So now hot chocolate goes up against candy canes.
Ooh, to me, that's easily still hot chocolate.
Yeah, candy canes are completely overrated. Now, don't get it twisted. When I was a little kid, I was fixated on candy canes. I thought they were just the best thing in the world because that to me meant like, oh gosh, it really is holiday season now. The loaf complements the hot cocoa. That's also fair. Good point. Yeah. But candy canes now as an adult, I'm like, what is this? It's just like some peppermint stick. It's a waste of time.
To me, I think the candy canes, I think they're more decoration for holidays than anything else.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
Now he's in, right?
We won
There
one
you go.
over. Yeah.
That is the perfect combo. I like a nice, fresh gingerbread loaf out of the oven with the hot chocolate. Now you're talking.
So I see the chat seems to be on board with hot chocolate as well. So hot
Mhm.
chocolate is definitely a holiday must.
Yeah.
This is something you've got to have around there.
Mhm. All right. Not that far off, actually. All right. So hot chocolate moves on. Okay. Hot chocolate, putting the ornaments on the tree.
Oh, okay. You see, we're talking, these aren't apples to apples here, but
No?
you know what?
This
Okay.
could be anything.
I gotta say, I kind of like putting those ornaments on the tree. I think to me that's like officially now it's holiday season when you've actually started decorating and putting that up. Hot chocolate you could drink anytime during the winter season or and during the holidays, but those ornaments are specific to the holidays. That's specific to Christmas. So yeah, I'm gonna say the ornaments on this one.
F that tree. Okay. I had to do that myself this whole year because my wife and kids were supposed to help me. They didn't. They just left me there. So I had to do it all by myself. I didn't intend to do that. I didn't ask to do that. So okay. Let's let the okay. So Caveat says ornaments. Bob says ornaments. So that's
All right.
two.
Come on, help me out here, Chad. I'm gonna.
And here's the thing: hot chocolate is basically something I can go enjoy by myself. I don't need to wait for people, and it's not work for me. All right. So that okay. Ornaments win. That's it. We got ornaments from Irene. Caveat.
No, I hear you there. So because I've got cats too, and boy, do they want to rip up that tree and those ornaments. But yeah. Wait,
Yes,
beloved's
get
with
the
you though. Get the tree.
All right, but it looks like there's more ornaments than not. So we'll let
All right, so ornaments move on here.
Okay, the ornaments or the Santa hat.
Oh, give me that Santa hat. I like wearing that Santa hat.
This gets trickier as we go through it.
No, I think the Santa hat is just fun. That's a good part of the decorations. Again, you can wear that when you're opening the gifts. It's when my kids were little, I would love wearing a Santa hat and stuff like that. And while they were opening their presents and stuff, so that was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna go with the Santa hat.
Okay. I'll also say the Santa hat because I don't care about the ornaments because I was put through labor I shouldn't have been this year. Now here's the thing. The Santa hat, see? Okay, there we go. We finally got beloved reviews to switch on the hot chocolate. So there you go. All right. And then Caveat disagrees. But
I
I
still
think
with the ornaments, okay.
Okay, that's fine. But Santa hat's still, oh yeah, that's winning. So here's the thing about the Santa hat. Thank you, Irene. I actually used to have one, but it was blue. So I was born and raised.
Really? A blue one?
Yeah, and I really appreciated that. And that was until we moved and I lost it. So that's how much of a Scrooge I really truly am. So I miss my blue Santa hat, but it was cool to have that just because it was my blue Hanukkah Harry hat. So I'll take the Hanukkah. I'll take the Santa hat too.
All right.
Okay, so the Santa hat or a good light display.
Oh, give me the light display because those are really fun. You drive around a house where they know how to decorate and they've got it, synchronized to different types of music and stuff like that. It's just a sight to see. So give me the light display.
And you know what? Now that's the one. Meister, you send that over to me. I will love that.
Meister, I would buy that hat if I ever saw that.
100%. That fits my Scroogeness perfectly.
Yeah.
Send that my way. That's the hat. All right. So then, okay, likes the light display because you don't have to set them up. He likes the light display. Meister likes the display when you don't have to set them up, which is fair.
There you go. Yeah, the lights, but if you have to set them up.
Point, though, like we do a big light display over here, and I know how much work that really does take, and you have to give people a round of applause for putting in that kind of time and difficulty and complexity with something. So I'm going to say the lights too, because it ain't easy.
There's an area.
Go ahead.
I was going to say there's an area over in where I live. Well, shouldn't say right where I live, but on the opposite side of town, that it's a requirement for you to decorate the house because it's a big deal to have the cars drive through and everything. So it's actually in their contracts whenever they buy a house in that area that they actually have to decorate it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's becoming law.
Yeah. Well, in that particular area, it's like written into their codes. I guess it's just part of that little community area because it's like a gated area, but they open it up so people can drive through during the Christmas season and see all the light displays.
It's like their HOA, like somewhere in that agreement. Yeah, okay. That adds up. And then when you go to like big metropolitan cities and you see how much work goes into these huge buildings, hey man, respect. That's not easy to do at all. So
Absolutely.
yeah, well played on the good light display. So that's going to move on. Okay, so now the good light display is going to get I can only call it this, is going up against the dad Santa suit, that plaid red and green suit that you see on, you know, a lot of people sometimes, like dudes like wearing that like straight up.
Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Tie, the vest, like all of the 3-piece suit.
Okay, I got you. I'm still going with the light display.
Yeah, now here's the thing. You really just have to have no shame and really have zero fear of embarrassment if you're going to put something that gaudy on. So I'll give it respect on that level. More respect to the good light display because that just takes more work, period. And it's probably it's prettier. It's not as tacky. Lights, yep, there you go.
So, all right, so lights move on.
Okay. Now, this one I had to do for my missus because I saw her eating it and she's a big fan, so I thought I'd do a shout out. Okay. Good light display. This is not going to win at all. Good light display versus the Xmas Jelly Belly pack of jelly beans that you can get.
Oh, give me the lights.
Yeah, exactly. I did that. Okay. Love you, hon. Toast.
Yeah, I'll give you credit. You put it on there for the misses. So, okay. I'll give you credit on that one.
It's been stated. Okay. It's been stated. All right. Now that's out of the way. Good light display or eggnog?
Ooh. We're talking the good eggnog, right?
Well, it better be that if you're going to drink something like that thick. Dear Lord.
Okay. I think for me, I'm still going to go with the lights. But if we're talking like a Christmas party or something like that, I think the eggnog is a must. But I'm still going to go with the lights.
You're still going to go with the lights. Okay.
Because the lights I can take my kids to, well, they're all older now, but when they were younger, I could take them to go see a good light display and whatnot. I couldn't serve them exactly the eggnog, at least not the good kind. So
yeah, I can't imagine me actually.
What up, Z?
Yeah, Z. There he is. Yeah, that's true. I mean, yeah, you do have to buy it. Now, here's the thing. Eggnog is really hard for me to like stomach. I mean, that's a thick drink. And just too much of that feels like it's going to make you sick. And if you spike it, that ain't going to help things. So what's up? You guys eggnog?
I don't know if I really have a favorite but I'll say this. It's got to have a little something extra in it. I'll definitely say that.
The appropriate other ingredient that you add.
Yes.
Which is what exactly is in this can right now. Thank you very much.
All right.
So
I'm going with the lights still ahead of the eggnog.
Okay.
And I think we're seeing in the chat mostly lights there.
I think you're right.
But Z does want to go get that eggnog. So.
He does. He's into it now. All right. So we'll go with the good light display. Okay. Good light display or fresh holiday cookies right out of the oven. It can be gingerbread or otherwise.
Okay, now this is a tough one here.
Yep. This gets difficult.
Oh gosh, I got a little bit of a sweet tooth, so I'm gonna go with those warm cookies right out of the oven.
Now look, and by the way, they can be gingerbread, but they don't have to be. Okay, holiday cookies are not a gingerbread specific thing. They can, you pull them out, you just get that good frosting on there.
There we go.
Yes, that's legit. That's fair.
Yeah.
Man, I do. Fresh and hot. Yep. Right out of the oven. That's how you need them. That's right.
Oh, and that's like perfect for right before, or not even before, but like on Christmas Eve. because it's a tradition, to bake those cookies to put out for Santa. And of course, once those kids go to bed, you turn around and you go and eat them all. So.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna say cookies too. Caveat still goes with lights, which is interesting, but it's looking like everybody's thinking that the cookies are the one. Cookies are just so good. Just enough said. That's tough though. That's tough because you could really go either way on that one. And here's the best thing: you bring cookies with you to go look at all the lights again.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Action. But now that cookies have won, because this is either or. Oh man, this is going to be way too easy in this next round. Okay, holiday cookies out of the oven or ice skating?
Now give me the cookies. I for one reason, I can't skate, so I can't skate. Last time I went skating, and that was roller skating, was back when I was in high school, and I ended up hurting myself, and that was right before a scrimmage the next day. My coach was so mad at me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have to miss any games. It was just a scrimmage, but yeah, I ended up hurting my knee and wasn't able to perform in the scrimmage. And he was like, "You idiot! Why would you go roller skating the day before a scrimmage?" So
you moron! Yes, I believe me, you are not alone. I've seen that too. Let's face it, folks. Ice skating is a terrible idea, right? I don't know about you, but every time I've gotten on skates and I can skate, but it hurts my feet brutally so bad that I don't understand how anybody gets enjoyment out of that. If you do ice skate, you must not have any feeling in the bottom of your feet. I don't know what's going on with you, because I hurt every single time. And every time we've been to until this year, because we finally ruled it out, but every time we go up to the city and visit the ice skating rink, I think it's going to be a great time. It's never a fun time, ever at all. Everybody hates it. Both kids start crying. Kate's like, my feet hurt. I say the same thing. And we decided, you know what? We'll just enjoy it from afar. So holiday cookies are going to win that one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is a fun one. Holiday cookies out of the oven or stocking stuffers?
Ooh.
Right?
Out of sheer curiosity, I'm going with the stocking stuffers because I'm going to be so curious what's in there that. So I'm going to go with stocking stuffers.
Mystery. There's mystery there. Now here's the thing: you could get cookies in the stocking.
Yeah.
So that could be encompassing.
There we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Now see, here's what I love about my missus. She'll actually fill that thing up with like really useful stuff, like that I can just totally use. Like she'll get a couple of my favorite snacks, a couple of my favorite candy, but she's like, "Here, I'll get you like a travel size shaving cream because I know you have to go up to Sacramento for business. We take trips, whatever." So she loads that stuff up with really, really, really smart stuff and stuff I like. So as a result of that, even if it's small, I think it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. I appreciate that. All right. So we're going with stocking stuffers then, I think.
Yeah. Stocking stuffers.
All right. This one's going to be pretty easy. Stocking stuffers or the car antlers that you see hanging off the rides?
Oh, I'm still going with the stocking stuffers.
I think the car antlers are stupid. They serve no purpose. Absolutely none. I'm going with stocking stuffers. Because then who knows what you get in stocking stuffers? You get a variety pack.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Meister P. Thank you. All right. Stocking stuffers. This is going to be fun because this gets back to eggnog. And I know it's not really a holiday drink, but it is when you drink during the cold season. And this kind of kicks it all off. Stocking stuffers or Irish coffee?
Ooh. I'm okay. I'm still going to go with the stocking stuffers on this one.
But you looked like you looked like you were thinking about it.
I was thinking about it, but I'm going to go with the stocking stuffers because I do think it's that sheer curiosity to know what's in there.
Okay, fair. All right. Okay, stocking stuffers or Christmas carols?
Oh gosh. Okay, this depends on who is doing the carols. Are we talking like carolers? Or are we talking Christmas carols like on the radio where we get the same ones over and over and over again?
It says Christmas carols. I did not specify.
All right.
You have to make this choice.
Okay. I'm going to go with still the stocking stuffers.
That's fair. Christmas carols annoy me. Stocking stuffers. Sorry. Sorry. No, they're annoying. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm sure if you go ahead, send all your hate mail to Josh. I don't want to hear it. But okay, yeah. So then, all right, stocking stuffers made the distance.
All right. So that one made it through. All right.
That one made it all the way through. So let's give a toast to stocking stuffers.
All right. You said we're on to holiday movies now, right?
Now we're on to holiday movies. Okay.
All right.
This is going to be fun. All right. Now, to let folks know, I found a list of the top 25 holiday movies. So we're not going to get all of them because I'm only doing 15. Okay. And it was their top 15. So this is not mine. Okay. It's just, it's what the general consensus is of holiday films. So just throwing that out there. All right. The first two. And this is interesting. And I can't believe one of these actually made this list. So the first round, Miracle on 34th Street or Rise of the Guardians. Remember with
Rise of the Guardians is actually pretty good, but I'm going to say Miracle on 34th Street.
See, I have to disagree. I thought the Rise of the Guardians was a much cooler idea. Oh, wait, hold on. Christmas Story before. No, okay. Well, hold on, Meister. Hold on. We may get there. You'll have your time. All right. So I'm actually going to go with Rise of the Guardians. Let's see what okay. That's two for Miracle on 34th. The love review just came in. Okay. I like the idea of the fact that there's like the Sandman and Jack Frost and Easter Bunny, and they're all coming to the team effort with all this. And I can't remember. I think that like the villain was the Boogeyman, wasn't he? Like he was Jude Law.
So.
Yeah, it was great.
All right, so there we got a couple there for 34th Street.
Okay,
so.
all right. Miracle on 34th Street it is. Okay, next round. Miracle on 34th Street or Jingle Jangle, a Christmas movie. Christmas movie. You remember that one?
I really don't remember that one.
The Miracle on 34th Street? Yes, it is. Caveat. Yes, it is. All right.
You know what? For this last one that you had there, I'm going to also go with Miracle on 34th Street still.
Okay.
Just because I haven't seen the other one. So.
Okay. Fair. Okay. Miracle again. It looks like, okay, we got the consensus. That's what it is.
All right.
I think, yeah, I saw that, but I can't say anything was like memorable. I think it's a musical, and I don't really like musicals. So yeah. Okay. I'll go with the group on that. Okay. Miracle on 34th Street or The Nightmare Before Christmas?
Ooh. I'm going to go with The Nightmare Before Christmas. I like that movie.
You know what? I agree. I think it's one of the more creative films out there from Disney. They did a great job with that. Miracle once again. Oh, interesting. Okay.
All right.
Wait a minute.
We might have to go with 34th if the chat overrides us.
If the chat overrides us, then we can't do anything about it. So one more, maybe Beloved has something to add.
Yeah, if we get one more 34th, I think they've overridden us.
We'll go with it. You got to help us out though, because this next one is going to be. This next one's kind of weird. So I mean, the Miracle may win again. Okay, I don't hate.
Okay, so
fine. 34th.
Right, so we'll go with 34th.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
okay. Miracle's doing well. Okay, Miracle on 34th Street, or a movie called The Christmas Toy from 1986.
I remember The Christmas Toy.
This is a hard one for folks to remember, but I do remember this.
All right, I'm still going to go with A Miracle on 34th Street, but I remember A Christmas Toy.
Okay. Thoughts from the chat? I do remember A Christmas Toy. What was that? 86?
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
yep.
I think Miracle on this one.
Is it a misfit toy? Good question, Meister. Miracle again. Okay. Yeah. All right. Bob.
And I remember this one, The Christmas Toy. It was like it was a Muppet movie basically, but it wasn't the Muppets.
Yeah.
Now Kermit makes an appearance, but it wasn't a Muppet movie.
It wasn't a Muppet movie. It was kind of like the first Toy Story, if you really think about it.
Yeah, because one toy is meant to replace the other, and then you find out that it's another Christmas, and then that one gets replaced, or at least that's the way they interpret it. So yeah, you're right. It was like an early Toy Story.
Very good. Okay. So then let's do this next one here. Okay. Now, Bob, they made the case for this on this list, and I thought this was really fun.
All right.
Miracle on 34th Street or Ghostbusters 2?
Okay, I'm sorry. This is one where I'm going to say Ghostbusters 2 is not a Christmas movie. I think
That
this
is
one is
nonsense.
yes. This is not. Okay, we'll get to the Die Hard debate here in just a little bit. Trust me, folks, we will get there. But
Yep.
This is completely different because this just happens to be set at Christmas, and not even then. I'd actually even say it's more of a New Year's movie because the big climax happens on New Year's Eve.
Oh, God, you're right.
So I'm going to say Miracle on 34th Street.
They
This
didn't
one's
say
going
holiday
well.
movies. They said holiday movies. That's a holiday.
All right. So I'm going to go with Miracle.
Oh, man. Okay. I was going to go with Ghostbusters 2 simply because of the beautiful performance by the wonderful Peter McNichol as Janos Poha.
As the ABB.
Mr. Venkman, sir. Oh, man.
I
so
like
my
the
favorite.
word Vigo.
It's been a while since we've seen Vigo. That was good. To bring up.
we haven't seen him for a while there.
Yeah.
But a Miracle on this one.
Okay, we're going Miracle again. It looks like everybody's saying Miracle again. So then, then it moves on. Wow, this is having a good run. Now this is going to be okay. Look, we've been talking about a sentimental one. Now it's going to meet its match. Miracle on 34th Street or It's a Wonderful Life.
Ooh. Okay.
Mom, come on with it. You mean it's not a holiday movie?
A different holiday movie.
A different theme entirely.
Oh gosh. I got to say It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah. I can't disagree with that.
It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, we're talking. I think that's one of the greatest movies ever. So,
You can't really grade Miracle on 34th.
let's see what the chat says. Maybe they'll.
Okay, that's
override
okay.
us.
That's then okay. That's
We got a
2.
Miracle. We got a Wonderful Life here.
Okay.
I'm still saying It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay. Miracle. Oh, I haven't seen It's a Wonderful.
Yes, you need to go see that.
Love it.
Oh.
Okay, well that's good. Do give it a watch. It is a classic. Look, I'm the biggest Scrooge you'll ever meet, and even I'm like, that's pretty good. So give it.
All
a
right,
watch.
so let's go with It's a Wonderful Life on this
Go
one.
with It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, now we're getting into another round of classics here. It's a Wonderful Life or the 1964 version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, the Rudolph. Oh, the little claymation one. Is that what you're talking about? Okay. All right, I'm still gonna have to go with It's a Wonderful Life because I think it's better. But I'm real fond of that Rudolph cartoon there.
Here's why I'm gonna give it to Rudolph. It's because it was like one of the first movies I ever saw as a kid. You know what I mean? Like that was like ingrained in my head at a very young age around this time of the season. So that's the one reason I want to give it is simply because I remember it from, my younger days. But I get Bob's point here too. Okay, so Meister's saying Rudolph.
Yeah, you guys might get me on this one. So, yeah, okay. I think Rudolph's got this one.
All right. Okay, so now Rudolph is going up against Elf.
All right, I'm going with Rudolph still because
Really?
over Elf. I like Elf, but I'm not as crazy about Elf as others. Now, I would still put that pretty high on my list of Christmas movies, but it's not like one of my top 10.
Okay. All right. Elf sucks. All right. It looks like, yeah.
Well, yeah. Tell us how you really feel.
No, don't be shy about it. All right. Well, it looks like Rudolph's going to win then.
All right.
I mean, I do like Elf a lot. It's a big staple in this house, but I'm overruled. Rudolph's going to take this.
Yeah, Rudolph.
Right, here's another one for the money. Rudolph's going against the Muppet Christmas.
The Muppet Christmas Carol. Muppet Christmas Carol. That is a fantastic movie.
It is good. It's really good. Michael Caine, 1 in a million.
I mean, heck, that already made an appearance here tonight.
It sure did.
Thank you for making me a part of this.
That's still good. Oh man, no, see, there you go. That really is a really, really well done, fun movie for the holiday season.
So The Muppet Christmas Carol. Michael Caine is great.
It's actually kind of shocking they waited that long to make a Christmas movie. The Muppets did.
Yeah, because they made a lot of movies before that. I mean, they did the Muppet movie. It was the Muppet the Great Muppet Caper. Muppets Take Manhattan, and then of course they had the Muppet Show and all that. So yeah, we're saying the Muppets.
Okay, Muppet Christmas. All right, well, the time has come. the Muppet Christmas or Christmas Story.
I'm still going with the Muppets. That's a tough one because I think A Christmas Story is good, but I'm going to go with the Muppets.
I know, it's like you have to pick which one is better, even though they're both good. It's a hard choice to make. It's a champagne problem. Okay, caveat. We may hit that, so you just wait for the one movie that could beat it. We may get there. But I'm gonna say I go with the Muppets as well. I do. You're right. Christmas Story is, of course, not bad at all. Caveat's mad. Because we just got there. This was it. This was his battle. So he's saying,
if the chat overrides us on this one,
they override us. We'll go with what they say.
I'm going with the Muppets. I think the Muppets. They're just, gosh, it's such a fun one. I actually talked about this on the last panel the other night, that they're doing all their Muppety things that you would expect from a Muppets movie, and it just works perfect, dropped into the story of Scrooge.
That's not an easy thing to do, is take that formula and put that in there. Yep. It's not easy, is it?
So that's a tough one. So we got a couple in the chat that are going with Christmas Story.
Caveat in particular. He's really making.
You know what? Let's go with the chat on this one.
Want to go with the chat? Okay.
Yeah, let's go with the chat with Christmas Story.
Because
I don't think you can go wrong with either.
No, that's true. You're in good hands either way. Okay. A Christmas Story is going up against National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Ooh. Give me a Christmas Vacation.
Agreed. That's one of the best movies ever made, let alone a Christmas movie. Oh my God, that's so good.
Okay, so Meister's still sticking with Christmas Story.
Christmas Story. Okay.
I'm assuming that Caveat's probably still sticking with Christmas Story.
All right.
So yeah, I'm going with Christmas Vacation on that one. But like I said, if the chat wants to override us on that,
are we overruled? Are we overruled? Yeah. We can be overruled. Okay. Now we're going to talk about greatness. This is going to be mentioned later on, but A Christmas Story is going up against Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Please. Hush.
Die Hard. And I just want to point out, this was on that list that you found. So this was not your list.
Nope. And it was high on that list too, by the way. It was up there. So I'm going Die Hard as well.
I'm going Die Hard. And I'm sorry, this is our show. You're not overriding us on that one.
Well, it is tonight, Caveat. Sorry. No. Look, you gave the chat a lot of overrules. We gave them a lot.
Yeah, not on this one. Die Hard.
No, sorry. Overruled. Okay, now. I'm staying out of it.
All right. So Die Hard.
Okay, two more rounds.
All right.
Die Hard is taking on the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the one from the 60s.
Oh, I'm going with Die Hard still.
Yeah, I would too. Now, look, I'm not saying that the Grinch is terrible by any means, and really all of them, are watchable for sure.
Yeah.
But Die Hard is Die Hard. You have the right to be wrong. Thank you, Caveat. We appreciate
Yes, we do. That's
Yes,
what
we do. All right. Now is the battle, and this is going to be a tale of two different movies. Die Hard against Home Alone. This is the final
Oh,
round.
this one's tough. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go Home Alone simply because Home Alone is my favorite Christmas movie out there. So I'm gonna go Home Alone.
Okay. So one part of me is like, yeah, okay, this is looking like this isn't gonna be a choice for me.
Yeah. Okay. The chat.
Home Alone, the champion remains in terms of the holiday movies. So
All right. Home
Stocking
Alone.
Stuffers and Home Alone. And by the way, folks, that was somebody else's list because the best holiday movie is Bad Santa. Thank you. All right. Now that that's been done, well, I hope you enjoyed that game. How was that for everybody?
I hope that was fun there. Yeah. We wanted to try to do something a little bit fun here. And actually, we got another something fun coming up here because normally this is the time we would be going into our fantasy recap, but due to some technical difficulties, that didn't happen this week. And so we got something else planned. But you know what, real quick, Josh,
Yeah.
he's just checking in with us. Josh, what's going on with you right now?
That's what. That's my thing. I'm doing this to everybody. All right.
Oh,
Now you see, hold on. That was the problem with that list I was looking at. That didn't make the top 15. And Scrooged is a great movie.
yeah, Scrooge is a good one. So
That we
all
were
right,
just watching
this is also going to be something fun. Just another little segment here. Something I like to call famous characters Christmas gifts unwrapped.
You'll shoot your eye out.
So, like I said, this would normally be the time where we would do our fantasy football recap, but that didn't happen this week due to a technical difficulty. So, our resident Grinch is not going to be here to give us some of his negativity because he lost again. So, no fantasy recap this week. But again, we're going to be going into the famous characters Christmas gifts unwrapped. And these are some pictures that were going around the internet. I just thought these were kind of fun to share. I got all of these off of X. So we got Quint and Hooper, and you see Quint gets a game of Battleship.
Yep.
The next one here, we've got Andy Dufresne with his poster.
That's so good.
I like that one. So
the prison pajamas are fantastic.
yes, that's really good. Some of these are really good. I kind of like some of these here.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be kind of interesting.
That would be interesting.
So we got Christopher Walken as he's gotten all of his cowbells.
That's great.
We got Indiana Jones. I love how his father's in the background.
Laughing. That's so good.
That's a good one. We've got Clarice Starling with Buffalo Bill. I like how she's got the little lamb clock and he's got night vision goggles.
The most disturbing one by far, but still so great.
Yep. All right, so we've got Rain Man with his boxer shorts from Kmart.
Gotta get the boxes from Kmart.
Got to get them from Kmart. So yeah. Let's see. We got Marty McFly with his hoverboard.
Oh man,
I like that one.
That
one's cool.
Yeah.
David Bowie from Labyrinth. That one's pretty good too.
Bowie. Yeah, that's great.
All right. Jack Torrance, look at his gift that he's got.
Oh dear God. He got
you talk
himself
about disturbing. This might be the most disturbing one. They got
even the two little, far.
Yeah, they got the two little twins in the background. So
it's still like looking like he's ready to do some damage.
Yep.
Dear Lord.
This one's good.
Yeah.
So we've God.
Oh, that's great. That's
I
fantastic.
love how Lieutenant Dan has a gift. They gave him socks.
Well, and I love how, like, when they took Forrest's picture, he somehow got his eyes closed. That's really, really good.
All right. The cast from the Lord of the Rings, or the characters from the Lord of the Rings. I like how Gimli's got a beard shaving kit, and
Yep.
Legolas got a little bow and arrow.
Well, the face he has when he's just like, what is that? Like, what? And then Gandalf in the back with the sweater is fantastic.
Absolutely. That one's pretty good. I had to
Oh,
I had to blur out the wallet. I'm pretty sure you can guess what it says.
no, but so much to enjoy about this. The Royale with cheese, fantastic. Yeah, I know what the wallet says, and so does everybody else here. It's
All
not
right.
ourselves.
We got Dorothy with the she got the Brita. That one's pretty good.
Yep.
The water boy with some Gatorade.
H2O.
Gatorade.
You're drinking the wrong water. Oh,
Clark Griswold. It's hard to see in this picture, but it actually says the Jelly of the Month Club on the.
that's tremendous. Oh, that's so good.
All right. We've got Arnold.
Terminator.
And look at what it's the Commodore 64.
I love how mad Sarah Connor is. Just John in the
All
back.
right, this one I think is the winner right here.
That's
Look,
pretty fantastic.
Krug
Oh,
getting
man.
Genesis.
That's a thumbs up. That you're right. I think that may be the winner.
That might be the winner right there. And because of what we're going to be talking about next, the last one to close it out.
The Lego Nakatomi Tower set. Perfect.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, those were our famous characters Christmas gifts unwrapped. Next week, we will get back to the fantasy recap during that moment. But again, due to technical difficulties, we didn't get to do it this week. But I thought that was kind of cool to see some of those. And they're still making more that are popping up all on X. There's some really good ones out there. But those were some of my favorite, and I thought it'd be fun to share those.
Those were fantastic. Thank you for the treat there, Bob.
All right.
Are we down to the main event?
Absolutely.
Let's go. Welcome to the party, pal.
That might be my favorite intro we've ever done.
That was fantastic. That was great. Thank you for all the work on that one. All right. Yep, exact. Thank you. Right on cue. Appreciate that.
If you can't say that it's or if you say it's not a Christmas movie after that intro, I mean, how much more Christmas can you get?
You have, you really got to re-examine your priorities. But yeah,
oh yes, it is a Christmas movie.
Yes, it is. It is, folks. It is. And why is that? It's because it's surrounded by all the chaos, the action, all the firepower you get in this movie is surrounded by wonderful, beautiful little lights all around. That's why that's a Christmas. That's why that's a Christmas movie.
There's distinctly a Christmas tree in it. There's Christmas music in it.
Yep.
It all happens on Christmas Eve. In fact, the whole plot happens because it's Christmas Eve. The whole point as to why they went in when they did was because there wasn't going to be anybody in the tower except the people for the Christmas party, and they were all going to be at one location. That made it a lot easier for them to do what they had to do. And then, of course, McClane goes to visit his family because it's Christmas. And it's all about family reconciliation, which is a Christmas theme. So this is a Christmas movie.
And only 8 minutes of anything related to Christmas. Says you, caveat. Sorry. for rules.
But we'll get back into that in a little bit. But we can go ahead and just talk about the movie. I got to admit, I had not seen Die Hard in years since I was a teenager. It has been that long since I have seen Die Hard, and I had forgotten quite a bit about Die Hard. And going back and rewatching this, I was actually rewatching this with my fiance, and I gotta say, this was a blast to watch this movie. Even my fiance, who really doesn't like these types of movies, these action movies, well, over the top action and stuff like that, or she doesn't like older action movies. So like she likes the newer stuff, but she's not big on the older movies. She really liked Die Hard and thought that it was a pretty cool movie. So yeah, so from that standpoint, I think it's a movie that holds up still at this point. The fact that it was so long ago, it was what, 87, 88, somewhere around there?
That's right.
And Meister goes, wow.
Have a few laughs. That's great.
But yeah, I do think that it holds up. The action itself is pretty darn good still to this day. Just some of the sequences I think are pretty good. Whether he was fighting one of those two brothers, I thought that was pretty good. The scene where he's on the rooftop and he's calling for help.
Yep.
And they're shooting at him, and he's jumping and everything, trying to get away, and he ends up going into that elevator shaft. I thought that whole sequence was really, really good as well. The sequence where he's running in the office and they're blowing out the windows because they know he doesn't have any shoes on. I thought that whole shootout sequence was really good. Just from start to finish, the action in this movie is top notch still to this day. I really liked the way it was handled because, like I said, I really think that it holds up. And then the story itself, I don't think it's a story that's overly complicated or anything like that. Like I said, it's a Christmas story, of a family member coming back to visit his family over the Christmas holiday and reconcile with that his family. And I thought, it's simple enough that it doesn't get convoluted or anything like that. The villains in this are simple for the most part, except for Hans Gruber. Alan Rickman, the performance that he gives
Steals the show.
in this movie, I think is fantastic. Just in the way he delivers his lines, the looks he gives, and everything is great. Like one sequence in particular was, I can't remember the name of the guy, but hey, Cyfax, I see you in the chat. How you doing, man? It's good to see you.
Thank you.
But yeah, the Hans Gruber, the way he delivers his lines is fantastic. And this one particular sequence, and I can't remember the name of the actor. He played in Supergirl, but he's the guy who was doing all the cocaine, and he's got he was trying to hit on the wife or whatever.
Ellis.
But he comes in and he's like, I can give him to you. I make deals all the time, and you can see like Hans Gruber, like, the looks that he gives, and the way he delivers his lines during those sequences, or during that sequence, I think it are perfect. Alan Rickman, I think, is one of the all-time greats. We lost him way too early.
Way too early.
He has played so many roles, and every single role he plays, he elevates that role.
Yes.
Like, I don't think anybody else could pull off those roles the way that he does. Like, I have not seen a sheriff of Nottingham who I even thinks is good as him as he was in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
What
the way he played Snape in the Harry Potter movies, I don't think the actor who's playing him now in the TV show, he's got some big shoes to fill, and there's no way I think he can fill them. Alan Rickman he was one of a kind. Just every single role he was in, he elevated. And Hans Gruber is one of those where he's just the perfect villain, and he was the perfect actor to play this villain. I was just I had a blast going back and rewatching this movie. Again, great action, you have a great protagonist, a great antagonist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, everything about this movie is a lot of fun. The one thing I do want to point out, the cops and the FBI in this movie are dumb.
Yeah.
Gosh, they are dumb. The decisions they make and the things that they do in this movie are so idiotic. It's unfathomable. I mean, it's obviously it's done that way for a reason, but yeah, that's probably the biggest thing that I think is far-fetched with the movie is the fact that every single one of them are so dumb, minus Carl Winslow. Can't remember the name of the character, but our Carl Winslow.
But everybody remembers that character. You're gonna remember that.
It's funny. Another cop.
How about that, right? Crazy.
Yeah. He's the only one that's got any sense to him whatsoever.
Yeah, that fantastic.
And one other thing I want to point out is there's actually a lot of good setup and payoff with this movie. So, like, remember earlier in the film when they're talking about the Rolex that she's got, and it's supposed to be like a symbol of her work and her commitment to that life over her family and everything. And then at the end, Hans Gruber's holding on to that, and Bruce Willis takes that off, and that's how he ends up falling. So it's a setup and a payoff. You set up the fact that again, the Carl Winslow, that's what I'm going to call him.
Yes, call him that. Call him it.
Yeah. So Carl Winslow, he talks about how he couldn't shoot his gun anymore because of what ended up happening. And so he ends up, firing his gun at the end. Again, set up, payoff. So there's a lot of that with this film. This is, like I said, a simple story, but it's so well executed. I love this movie.
Just a quick point on Alan Rickman as the Sheriff of Nottingham. What's one of the best lines he says in Robin Hood?
I'm going to cut your heart out with a spoon.
That's one of them. Here's the other, and it's applicable for this evening. And cancel Christmas. Thank you very much. Shout out to Alan Rickman. Bob, I got to echo everything you just said. Now, see, this was the great stuff about movies back then. It wasn't uncommon. We would get like 2 or 3 big action movies like this back then. And they were such a treat to look forward to. Now, we couldn't see them as when we were kids, but luckily we got to see them later on. And like you said, they still hold up. They always do, which is fantastic.
Okay, I got to ask, because you just said that. How old were you when you saw Die Hard?
I'm trying to think. I don't think it was too far after Terminator 2, which was 12. Nah, it may have been a couple more years. I think it was actually about a freshman of high school, so it's probably about 15. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Very well played.
Yes. But yeah, I think mine was probably around Terminator 2. That's why it's been so long since I've seen this and couldn't remember, because I was a young teenager when I saw Terminator 2, and I think I was like 13 probably when I saw it, and so I was probably about 14 when I saw Die Hard, and it has been that long since I've seen it.
Yeah, it's been a while. The only reason I got to check that out more recently was because when one of our first Christmas parties that we actually had in our house was before we had kids, and we were trying to find something to watch, and this one of my dearest friends walks up and he goes, "Dude, just put on Die Hard." And I'm like, that's it. That's exactly what we put on. And it was a blast the whole time. The entire time. Fantastic. I can't disagree with anything you just said, Bob. We do need to give a shout out to Alan Rickman, because he is truly one of the best out there that ever did do it on the screen.
Absolutely.
He was absolutely exceptional as the villain in this movie. Like, so many of his lines are so memorable from this film. Like, I have a machine gun now. Ho, ho, ho. You really think it'll match for us, Mr. Cowboy? And we know the classic line that happens after that. When he pretends like he's one of the hostages.
Oh, yeah.
That was genius. That was so good the way he did that. Just well, I think his name was Bill Clay, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and you see Bruce Willis look up on the board there of all the names of the people that are working in which offices they were at, and he
Yeah.
sees Clay, and so he's like, "Oh, okay."
Bill Clay. Fantastic. Love it.
But he obviously knew that it wasn't, or he had his suspicions because he gave him a gun with no bullets in it to begin with.
That's true. Yeah. So you could tell, yeah, like McClane knew something was going on, but it was still very executed, very brilliantly executed on his part. He has so many great one-liners through all this. We Bob and I will go in through all of those in our private time. We don't have to bombard the show with that. But yes to Alan Rickman. Yes to the fact that this is one of those great action movies that we got from when we were all young that we can still all appreciate. Yes to the fact that the action is still really, really, really good to this day. And this couldn't have been a small thing to do. I mean, there was a lot of stuff getting blown up and broken.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll try to see if I can find the budget for it. Budget and box office.
Yeah, I'm curious what this made.
So this is crazy. The budget back then was 28 million.
Okay.
The domestic box office was 83 to 85 million. That's what it took in.
So this made some pretty good money.
Well, and then the worldwide box office was 140 to 144 million. So yeah, this did make some pretty good money. So that
and you could tell pretty much everything back in those days. I mean, it was all practical. So
yeah,
you're not going to have all this excess spent on CGI and stuff like that. So I think you could make movies for a lot cheaper back in those days. Even if you use inflation, that still would only come up to what, like 80 million or something like that?
Probably. Yeah, something like that.
So yeah, this made really, really good money.
Very good money. Yes, it was released in July of '88. That doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie. Sorry.
Well, no, but the reason why they released it in July is because, they got to get you ready for Christmas.
6 months out. How about that?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. That's true. That's another good point. We keep forgetting about how big VHS was back then and how big it was to rent things. So great point, Caveat. Appreciate that.
How would you rate this compared to Bruce Willis's other roles? Because Syfax pointed out that 90s Bruce Willis was just iconic in most of his roles. How would you compare this to some of his other great roles?
Without this role, I don't think we get 90s Bruce Willis.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I think this sets it up for 90s Bruce Willis. Now, don't get it twisted. Syfax is not wrong about that. Bruce Willis in the 90s was epic. I mean, that's pretty much how he became a mainstream name, was back then. Because, I mean, you could put him right up there with Schwarzenegger and Stallone in terms of being a well-known action guy.
Hey, there's a reason why he was in the Expendables.
I rest my case.
Yeah, really? Because that was the whole point, to have him like be on screen at the same time with Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
Well, and the thing about Bruce Willis is that, yes, he was known for being more of, I'm trying to find his filmography. He was known for being more of an action movie star. But I saw him in stuff that would also make me laugh out loud, like belly laugh. Like, there was a movie called Blind Date with Kim Basinger.
I think I remember that one.
He's hysterical in that movie. He's so good. And I think he kind of gets criminally underrated for the fact that he could do other stuff. Like, he had range. Yeah. He really did. So, now, don't get it twisted, though. I mean, 90s Bruce Willis. I mean, you could even, you know what, Bob? We could even make the argument that he had a really good run in 2002, because 2000 was Unbreakable.
Okay, you see, that's what I was going to say, that I still think, just my own personal opinion, I mean, obviously, I think McClane is probably his most memorable character. I think his best performance was actually in Unbreakable.
Yeah, I thought it was one of his best ones.
I love his performance in Unbreakable.
Yeah, the 2000s actually, because Unbreakable is an action movie, but it's a different kind of action.
It's a comic book movie before comic book movies became what they are, and it's a much more grounded. Yeah, you bring up another one, The Sixth Sense. That was another one that he gave a really, really good performance in.
Yeah. He actually, I mean, I'm taking a look at his run in the 90s. Here are some of the things he did. He did The Last Boy Scout. That
Okay.
was 91. Death Becomes Her. Remember that one?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
about that? Yeah, that was another one. Again, range. He didn't need to be the big action star in that one. He was just really great. 12 Monkeys. I forgot about that one.
You know, 12 Monkeys was one I actually liked the show better than the movie. I don't
Is
know if
that
you ever
right?
saw the show on Sci-Fi.
No,
But
but
that was pretty good.
yeah, he okay, I forgot about this one. He was the baby and Look Who's Talking.
Yes, he did the voice of Mikey.
That was great. He was fantastic in that. Oh, you mean I just gotta cry to get stuff? Okay, I'll give that a try. Let's see. He also did let's see. He did some ones that didn't really do well at the box office. Like he had Striking Distance. I think that was with Sarah Jessica Parker. He had, a couple other ones that really weren't, all that great, but he was in Pulp Fiction. He was
That's right.
in he was in The Fifth Element, which I think is very underrated. I think that's a
Yeah,
great
I think so too.
Yeah. So he's had obviously a hell of a run.
Yeah.
So that's all his 90s stuff. Technically, Look Who's Talking was 89. So but
Close
still,
enough.
yeah. Close point being, he really is something special. And it's just awful what he's going through right now. And
Yeah,
feel,
yeah.
feel for him, man. But that's how I choose to remember Bruce Willis. Yes, and Fifth
Yeah.
Element is awesome caveat. Fifth Element
No,
is,
yeah, it is.
yeah, Fifth Element is one of those like that kind of flew under the radar. Again, that was radar. That was a movie that hit, I think, everybody a little bit by surprise. People didn't see that one coming, and it was a ball. It was a blast.
So
So
now, before we actually get into our final thoughts as far as whether Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not, let's pull up the critic list score. I'm just curious what we got here. So
great call.
So let me share this here. All right. You see that?
Yep.
Okay. So right now, Die Hard is sitting at a 94% with 242 voters. I still need to go ahead and add my review. We'll do that after this, but here we got 100%, 100%, 100%, 98%, 100%, 100%. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of that 75, 92. We're seeing a lot of most excellence.
It's high up. It's high up there, man.
Yeah, 50%. Well, are you kidding
whoever
me?
you want, that guy is going to get. When we start really utilizing this, he's going to be in trouble for that.
Yeah, 95, 98. Yeah, a lot. I'd say it's overwhelmingly most excellent on this. I don't even need to keep going through that, but yeah, it's sitting at a 94% with that. So yeah, obviously a very highly rated movie.
Really great. Yeah.
And it's easy to see why, because I like I said, this is a solid movie from start to finish. And back to the question of whether this is a Christmas movie or not, this is a great Christmas movie. See, we have to point out that we have to get this thought out of our heads that Christmas movies have to be a family movie or something like that. This is a Christmas movie. It's got all the elements that you want from a Christmas movie in it, plus all the action that you would get from a regular action movie. So this is a great blend here. I'm of the opinion that this is a Christmas movie. I do think that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I think that it's a film you can watch on Christmas and you can appreciate the story that it gives, but it's also a movie that you can watch it all year round. But Home Alone is a movie I think I can watch all year round, and nobody would argue that that's not a Christmas movie. Well, there are a few out there that would argue, but I think most people would agree that's a
I think
movie.
that you'd have a hard time making the case to me that that's not one. It's got way too much of that in there, and that's like that was kind of half the charm when it came out too. Watching tonight. Caveat's really big on this evening.
Yeah. Well, they actually have a group over on Critical List called Die Hard is Not a Christmas Movie, and yeah, so That's got some caveats part in there, and I'm also part of that group as well.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think there are any set in the zombie apocalypse.
Not yet. That actually would have been great if that was like Zombieland 3, The Christmas Tale.
Oh, that would be kind of interesting,
That
actually.
would be fun. That would be really funny. Yeah, that's I'd be down for that.
But yeah, no, I do think it's a Christmas movie. What do you say,
100%,
Derek?
100% it's a Christmas movie. And the reason is because if you have enough people saying that it is one, then people believe that. And I'm the biggest Scrooge ever, but I know that
He is the leader of that group. So.
Yes, of course. Well, that math adds up. No, but that's why people do watch this because they want to believe. And that's the whole purpose of this time of the year, isn't it? Is that you believe in something a little bit bigger than yourself or what it's supposed to be anyway. I'm the Scrooge here, so I think that's what it's about. So, but point being, if enough people feel that way about it, then it's unanimous. It is. Enough said. That's what
There we go.
All right. So,
so we here on this show, we are giving the definitive answer.
Well,
this is a Christmas movie.
Yep. Caveat, we apologize. You're overruled. Macaulay Culkin agrees with me.
Well, actually, he did. He came out and was talking about that recently, that he said that Die Hard was not a Christmas movie.
Hey, you know what, sir? We're trying to throw you a bone here, and we think we've been very nice to you in terms of Home Alone. So we're going to just pretend you didn't say that. Okay? Mr. McAllister, thank you.
I know. You know what's funny is that Macaulay Culkin, he was the more famous Culkin growing up, but yet Kieran is the one who actually has the Academy Award.
Crazy enough, isn't it? Yeah. That's pretty nuts.
You're right, Caveat. It's not unanimous, but on our show it is. So
we're going to consider it as such. All right. Well, folks, go see Die Hard. And by the way, the other ones are not bad action movies as well. You can get a pretty good time with all of them. This is the best, I mean, in my opinion, and I don't think Bob's going to argue with me there, but
yeah.
Excuse me. All of them are fun. All of them are a good time. So feel free to watch any of them. I don't think you'll walk away disappointed.
See, I actually need to go back and rewatch all the others because it has been so long since I've seen them all. So yeah. I do want to go back and rewatch them. So
yeah, you won't be disappointed. You have a good time. All right. Well, that was Die Hard. I am so happy we covered that tonight. That was
absolutely
so good. Just fantastic. And I'm pretty sure that Carl Winslow only played a cop, like through pretty much all of his acting career. Like a very nice, genuine cop. That was what he was. So there you are.
See, we come to common ground. So,
thank you, Caveat. We appreciate
that's what this show is about, common ground.
We finally found the common ground, and you got there with us. So we appreciate that, Caveat. All right. Well, enough said on Die Hard?
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't seen it.
Okay. Yep. Have a good time. All right. Well, let's get to the final stretch of highway here, shall we, Bob? All right. So, folks, I think I brought this up on the show previously, but I am I was raised mostly predominantly Jewish. I'm going to get into this in a minute. So, as a youngster, you'll notice that I am the biggest Scrooge, and I won't lie. A lot of that is because of jealousy. And I do admit I have psychological issues because my mom decided to find this inner purpose through my great grandma and said that we should get in touch with this because this is who we are as a people. Well, but what did that mean? That meant Christmas went away like that when I was 10. 10 years old. And it's gone. That's it. So a big part of this is the fact that, yes, I am a little bit bitter about that because I didn't think it was right. But still, it's mine to have my feelings on. And I still find it annoying. I just do. However, a lot of people do ask me, so what do you do then? Or what did you do during this time of the year? Because, let's face it, you had candles and a top. They call it a dreidel. I know a top when I see one. It's a top. That's all it is. All right. Now, what do we do? And I find myself going back to the same answer that Jon Stewart gave about this question. What do Jewish people do when it's Christmas Day? I'll give you the news now. We sleep in. We get up and maybe think about going to a movie. 50% of the time we make it, 50% of the time we don't. Then we got to find some place to go eat, and that's when the Chinese kicks in. And that's our day. There's not much else doing. I can tell you this much. I'm glad that if I had remained single, at least there would be sports on that I could watch. Thank God. But back then, it was not the case. So
yeah, at least now there is.
Yeah. So that's been a lovely, lovely Christmas blessing. Sleeping is great. Yes, it is a great present. You're not wrong on that caveat, especially when you got kids. Really appreciate that. But yeah, this is why I am the Scrooge that I am. I know people have been curious about that, but that's why. Okay. So I hope everybody does have a wonderful Christmas day. I had a nice Hanukkah. I can't complain. But now I'm kind of like in my life, it's like, okay, you do it. You do it just to do it. However, I will say this. Don't ruin it for people who are close to you. That's not fair. You can be the Grinch yourself if you wish to. And if you wish to talk to me about it, I'm here for you. This is a safe space. But don't ruin it for anybody you're close with. Like, don't ruin it for your spouse. Don't ruin it for your kids. If you got one of your best friends that's really into it, don't ruin it for them. You got to be a team player. You just do. That's how this works. So
don't be a Scrooge.
Exactly. You can be a Scrooge. That's fine. But be a team player. Okay? You participate. Because that's what you do as a good person around this time of the year, even if you don't like this. All right? And that's how it's done. All right. With that, I think we can sign up for the night. Just a little social media. Bob, hit us with it.
Yeah, real quick before we go into the social media, just a heads up for next week. We are going to be reviewing Stranger Things Volume 2, which comes out tomorrow night. So we hope y'all in the chat will join us next week. Check out Volume 2, and we'd love to hear your thoughts next week. We now have the group over on Criticless. So we'll definitely be posting updates there, as well as I'll be posting my review of Die Hard over there. So that brings me back to social media. You can find me here on this channel, Bob Loves Movies. The channel's name is Was It Good? We also have the Dad's Turn to Talk channel, but we are using that channel exclusively for clips of this live stream, and it will be the home of a new live stream. But at this point, we're probably going to be doing it after the new year. We still got some planning to do on that. I know I've been saying that for a few weeks, but we are going to eventually get the other show there. We're looking at that tentatively being titled it's going to be called Family Meeting. The group caveats actually called Dad's Turn to Talk. I think I think there's an invite that was sent to you. I'll double check and make sure that there was one sent to you. But yeah, there it is just called the Dad's Turn to Talk. But you can also catch us over there. You can catch me on X, and you can catch me on Criticals. Oh, and you can catch me on the MSK show on Mondays. You can also catch me on the Last Panel on Fridays, but I won't be doing that this Friday, of course, because of the Christmas holiday. So, yeah. Oh, and then, yeah, we definitely loved.
That's fair. He's going to start having to do some validation the next time we talk to him.
Yeah. No, Derek and Josh are both going to be getting their
we will do that.
Their critic list accounts set up, especially now that we got the group going, because we definitely do want to get people aware of this show. We like to have a good time here, and we hope everybody does enjoy themselves when they're tuning into the show.
Yeah, so we can't thank you enough for joining. Glad that we have a regular crew coming in here. Really appreciate it. So then for me, my social media is still with all the old people on LinkedIn and Facebook, although I'm probably going to be on Criticless now. So there you go. I got a third one finally. How about that? All right, gang.
Merry Christmas, Buster.
All right. Merry Christmas. Folks, we're going to sign off. Please do have a wonderful, safe holiday season. And we look forward to catching you. I will not be here next week, but Josh and Bob will. But I will be
I
happy.
just want to point out, Derek, just like Josh, don't miss the show because you are not here to defend yourself.
That's fair. I will not miss the show. I will catch it. All right. But with that, I look forward to seeing you guys in the new year, everybody.